Hi, I'm Novel Mike, and this is my opinion. So, Square Enix is going to be doing an E3 press conference this year, which they have not done in a long time, if ever, and I, for one, am pretty excited about it. For one thing, they are joining Bethesda as a publisher who normally does not do these kind of press conferences, and has that such a big presence at E3. And it's been a while since we've seen some things from them that were really that big. Of course, they just recently announced Star Ocean 5, a new Deus Ex, and I'm sure that they'll probably have some stuff to show for both of those, as well as some stuff that's been known for a while, such as like Final Fantasy 15, Dragon Quest Heroes, and some other games like that, Just Cause 3. And while all those make me, moderately excited, I like Deus Ex, and Just Cause was really fun, Just Cause 2 anyway, and Tomb Raider, of course, but they'll probably be also at the Microsoft press conference too. And the thing that really gets me the most excited for this, though, is that we could finally see a real look at Kingdom Hearts 3. And if it's not there, I and probably every other Kingdom Hearts fan are going to want to maul them over it. Because it's been, at that point, 2 years since, they originally announced that it was actually, coming, and they still haven't shown anything on it. Granted, that's still not as bad as Final Fantasy 15 and how, Verse 13 was, but that's another thing. So, anywho, Kingdom Hearts coming out at some point, we really need to see a trailer. It is interesting to note also that not only is Square Enix doing, a press conference, but the time they choose is actually normally what Nintendo does for either their direct or their previous press conferences. So I'm wondering also, is Nintendo either not using that slot or are they doing it at a different time? Generally, these companies do not like to overlap because it, obviously will draw viewers to either one or the other, and it makes their announcements for certain ones get overshadowed by another company's. So I don't know if that just means that they're sharing the same spot or if Nintendo is actually just doing it another time or possibly not at all. I mean, they haven't exactly said what they're doing for E3 yet, but I think it'd be crazy if they didn't do a direct with how much positive press they got last year. But, it remains to be seen. It is good to see that more companies do seem to be taking E3 seriously, because even when, some of the companies, announce some things that aren't exactly loved or just say stupid things during the conferences, it still gets people talking, so it's always generally a net positive overall for your company to have a big presence and have a big press conference. And both Bethesda and Square Enix have certainly grown quite a bit in terms of what they actually have to offer. Square just used to have mostly RPGs, and now they have a huge selection of stuff that they can show, and certainly possibly some big surprises. Not only am I looking forward to seeing Kingdom Hearts, but it's always possible that we'll see the Final Fantasy Type O, and maybe even something that could come back because they've got a pretty big list of games they haven't done yet. Something like a Secret of game or a Mana game, I should say, or something like that would be kind of interesting to see. But it's only about a month and a half away now from E3, so while it's a little bit too early to get really hyped up on it, it is a good sign that all these companies are certainly having a bigger presence, and I, for one, cannot wait for it. Anywho, I'm Novel Mike, and that was my opinion. If you liked what I had to say, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and share this if you can. I am trying to grow my channel, and I could use all the help I could get. Thanks. Bye.